What's up, not just developers? Welcome back to a new live stream, and today we're gonna do something exciting. Back in November 2022, OpenAI launched a new model, a new AI model called Chat GPT. Here we have it. So Chat GPT is a conversational AI model that you can ask any question and it will try to answer and understand the context. And after the launch of ChatGPT, the internet went crazy. Everyone on Twitter is talking about it. Everyone is trying to use and trying to understand what will be the impact of this AI. And yeah, if you haven't played already with it, I highly encourage to do so. You will find the link to ChatGPT in the description below. But here are a couple of examples for you to better understand what it does. So you can basically ask it any kind of questions like explaining quantum computing, and it will do just that. Or you can ask it to create a keto meal plan for a week, and it will do just that. So it was trained on a very large source of data, and it has the knowledge in all different areas that you might be interesting. What's even crazier is that ChatGPT can now write code, can understand code because of a separate model that it incorporates called Codex. And that model was trained on a lot of data, like on a lot of source code. So now what it can do, we can ask it, for example, here I asked it how to render a list of posts in React Native, and it went ahead and explained me what is a flat list, what is data, what is render item, and how we can put everything together with a source code in order to have a working source code. It can do all of this stuff, and yeah, after playing for more time, my mind was blown, and I was thinking about questions like this. Can an AI code a mobile application now that it has so much knowledge and it can generate this code? That's an interesting question, and I think that would be the goal for today's video. We're gonna see if AI can code a mobile application. But if we go down the rabbit hole of these questions of trying to understand the future of AI and what impact it will have specifically on us developers, you can get into the question of, will AI replace my job? Well, I don't know, but in this video we're gonna find it out, and at the end we're gonna see and we're gonna take a conclusion of if we should be threatened by artificial intelligence and if it's going to take over our jobs as developers. So the plan for today for this video is going to be as following. Here is me, a little developer with a little bit over 8 years of experience developing application, working in different companies at Amazon, building my own startups, and doing everything myself. Now, with the power of AI, let's step back and see if we can be a little bit lazy and just simply ask AI. That's what we're going to do. We're going to ask how to build a React Native application, and then we will see where ChatGPT will lead us to. We're going to ask more questions until we get to the wanted result. And after every step, we're going to go back, we're going to code everything, we're going to feel powerful just by copy-pasting the code. But that's the point of today's video. That's the point, to see how easy or if a normal beginner that haven't written any code can use ChatGPT to build a usable application. And after we code everything, at the end, we're going to have a fully working React Native application, hopefully, if I manage to do that. Because I'm there are a couple of risks points here. One of them is that ChatGPT was trained on data up until 2020 or 2021, which means that there is outdated data. If I'm going to ask it something that was released previous month, ChatGPT will not be able to answer me. So I feel that there is still you need to know something, and it's still, in my opinion, impossible to build an application with ChatGPT. But let's see. Let's give it a test. I love challenges, and today we're gonna find that out. So the application that we're gonna do, I decided to be a simple application, a to-do list application, because that is the most common application that you build with a new technology that you learn. And also we do not have this on our channel. So yeah, let's see if ChatGPT can help us build a fully functional to-do list application with different features. What's more interesting is that for this challenge, I have only 1 hour. And if I do not manage to build this application in 1 hour with ChatGPT, then I'm gonna have to do something. So I've been actually thinking for the last 2 days of what would be the, what should I do if I fail to do that? If you have any ideas, let me know. But yeah, let's do it like this. Because Christmas holidays are coming, if I fail, let's do it like this. If I fail to build a to-do list application with ChatGPT under 1 hour, then I'm gonna sing a Christmas song, a piece of a Christmas song here. And yeah, believe me, you definitely don't want to hear me sing. Maybe I have skills on coding and teaching, but when it comes to singing, probably I'm gonna get like demonetized or banned from YouTube for doing that. But yeah, that's the challenge. That's what happens if we do not do that. And I think we should be ready to get started. Everyone in the live chat, hi guys, how are you doing? Do you want to hear me sing? And also, yeah, think about the song that you want me to sing. It should be Christmas song. And then we're gonna vote if I don't manage to do it. But it really, like, there are so many variables in this challenge. ChatGPT is getting a lot of traffic nowadays. In the first 5 days, they had more than 1 million users using it. So sometimes, like, it takes a lot of time to get a response. Sometimes the interface can go out. So hopefully that will not happen today. Let's hope that, like, from a technical perspective, everything is going to be okay. And then we will have like the challenges of actually building and implementing and trying to think of the right questions to ask ChatGPT in order to give us the answer that we want. And that is probably the main goal, and that is probably also a very good skill that a developer should have. Whenever you have a problem, you need to put it into words and search for a solution, and you do that usually on Google. Maybe in future you're gonna do that in ChatGPT, but at the end of the day, your job is to put problems in words in order for the AI to understand you and to lead you in the right direction. We want both. We want the completed task and also a song from you. That's not gonna happen. Either one. Choose one. Jingle bells. Oh my God. And with my like accent singing English songs, it's even worse. Shivam, that's a very good idea to work with Dale 2 or Diffusion AI. If you enjoy like this type of content, let me know down below and we can dive deeper into these AI models. We can work also with images. Yeah, like I'm all up for it. It's really impressive and I think that this is the future. All right, so are we ready? Actually, I didn't prepare anything for today, so that's gonna be like that's gonna be interesting. So bear with me. We're gonna go through a lot of confusion, but we're gonna solve it together, step by step, with you. So, are we ready? Let me actually grab a terminal, probably. And also I'm gonna open up a Visual Studio Code just to have it ready and then we can get started. So I want to make the terminal bigger so you can see, just like that. And also let me open Visual Studio Code. And make sure that we are also zoomed in as well here. And if I put it this way, everything should be good to go. All right. We developers want the task, and this is December, and December month wants a song from you. You're not gonna trick me. I see you. I'm gonna do it in 1 hour. You'll see. Hopefully. All right. So if we're ready, let's get started. So quickly to summarize everything that I said so far, we're gonna ask ChatGPT for instructions on how to build a mobile application, a simple to-do list application, but we're gonna try to implement multiple features. So it's gonna be a fun challenge. We have for this only 1 hour. We have for this, like only 1 hour. If I don't manage to do it, I'm gonna have to sing a Christmas song for you here at the end. And I hope that I will not have to do that because that would be embarrassing. So let's start our timer, and 1 hour starts now. Let's go. How do we start? Let's start with a general question on how to build a mobile application using React Native. I'm gonna try to not use as much knowledge as possible and make the question as general as possible to see in what direction ChatGPT will take us. For example, here, like as a beginner, I might not know about Expo, and I'm interested if it will recommend us doing with Expo or with React Native CLI. But I think I'm gonna trust it, and I'm gonna go with what it says. So as we can see, here is some information about React Native. We don't have time for that because we have only 1 hour. And first of all, the first step is to install the React Native CLI, the command line interface, by running npm install -g React Native CLI. So let's copy this command, and while ChatGPT is still answering our question, let's go ahead and install React Native CLI globally. And while that is doing in the background, we can look at the next step. Create a new project by running React Native init my application. Okay, I'm gonna copy paste as much as possible today. Probably the video should be like not using the keyboard, only copy paste. Projects, let's go there, and here let's do one second. Oh, today I'm pressed by time, so I'm not gonna have time to be perfectionist, meaning that we can skip through some styles and so on. So let's go ahead and paste the command React Native init my application, and I'm gonna leave it even the name like that. So while this is downloading the template, let's have a look. Navigate to the project directory using cd my application. Okay, we're gonna do that after that is done. Start the React Native packager, open a new terminal window, navigate to the project directory, and run the application on iOS simulator by running React Native run iOS, or on Android emulator by running OK. This will create a new React Native project with the default components, such as single app.js file that contains root component for your application. From here, you can start building. Yes, we know that. React Native uses a syntax that is similar to React. So if you have experience with React, it should be relatively easy to learn. Do we have experience with React? I don't know. Yes, let's say we do have. You can also use third-party libraries and plugins to add. Okay, this is very general, and it only shows me how to start and run the application. I'm gonna do the same, how to build a mobile application using React Native, but I'm gonna be a bit more specific. I want to ask it specifically about a to-do list application. Let's do how to build a to-do list mobile application, or just application, because if it's React Native, I think it will understand that it's a mobile application. Let's ask it this way. Maybe more specific will work better. Aman, if you reached out to me on Instagram, I'm gonna get back to you. Like these days, I've been preparing for the live stream, so yeah. Here is a general outline of how you can build a to-do list application with React Native. Set up your React Native development environment by following the steps outlined in the previous answer. Can you imagine that? Like, it automatically understands that it already gave us an answer. I'm gonna do some hacking here. It's not really hacking, but I want to get rid of this panel. Will I be able? Delete. No, it was a bad idea. Okay, never mind. I just wanted to zoom in a bit like this. Yeah. So where are we? So set up the development environment following the previous answer. Like, it already know that it gave me this environment. So we already have an environment created. We also have no, it's installing CocoaPods dependencies. So we're still waiting for the application to create. Then create a new component for your to-do list. This component will be responsible for rendering the list of to-do items and handling the user interactions. Define the state of your component. What I don't know is how can I edit it? So if I'm a beginner, how can I edit the code of a React Native application? Will it recommend me some IDEs, for example? I specifically didn't ask about the IDE because as a beginner, your question might be more general. To edit the code for React Native application, you will need a text editor or integrated development environment, IDE, that supports includes Visual Studio Code, Sublime Text, and WebStorm. Okay, that means that it led us to, to the Visual Studio Code. Once you have a text editor installed, we need to open the created project in Visual Studio Code. So let's go ahead in Visual Studio Code and let's open our project. So it should be here in projects, YouTube, Chat GPT, and here should be Live 2 and my application. Let's open it here. And this is our application. Okay, back to our Chat GPT. I'm gonna actually zoom out a bit because it's too much. I'm gonna go back to the previous instructions that we have, and here it's saying that we need to run npm start to start the development server. So let's go ahead and open a terminal and do npm start. I'm gonna zoom in probably a bit more. Oh, Metro 0.72. Okay, that's nice. And what's the next fifth step? Open a new terminal window and navigate to the project directory. Let's open a new terminal window and we are in the project directory. What should we do next? Run the application on iOS emulator by running React Native run iOS. Or on Android. I'm gonna go with iOS. If you have Android, you can of course use Android. So we are 7 minutes in. I need what? Password. I don't know the password. Please work. Oh my God. I'm in a hurry and I make mistakes, as always. So, what's going on? Found Xcode workspace core simulator detected version change. Framework does not match existing job version. Attempting to remove a stale version in order. Oh my God, what's going on here? Did we skip any steps? No, we didn't. Unexpected I in JSON. Run a simulator. Oh my God, don't do that to me right now. Launching. Unable to boot device in current state booted. It's okay. I really hope that just by running it the second time it will magically start working. Usually it does. And there we also see the time. So it will take a bit of time for the emulator to run, but we can go ahead in ChatGPT and see what's the next steps. So this will create a new React Native application with a single file app.js. We are curious, so let's go ahead in our project and see app.js. So here is where our code lives, our section, our application. Yeah, maybe as a beginner, we still don't understand this code. So going on to how to build a to-do list application for more details, let's see, create a new component for your to-do list. This component will be responsible for rendering the list of to-do items and handling user interactions. But how do we do that? And check this out. If we ask ChatGPT how to do step 2, will it understand and will it explain us specifically how to do step 2 of this? Creating a new component for your to-do list. Let's see. To create a new component in React Native, it understood exactly what I meant. You will need to define a JavaScript class that, JavaScript class, oh my God. I'm not ready for that. But this was the challenge that I was talking about. It was created with a very, not a very old data. It's old data in terms of programming because a lot of things are added day by day to our ecosystem. It's trained with data from 2020 and before. So that's why it recommends us a class component. I truly don't remember when is the last time I was working with a class component. Oh, but can we ask it how to do it with a functional component? Will it do the same but with a functional component? How to do it with a functional component? Okay, 10 minutes in, almost 11 minutes. The time flies very, very fast. And I don't even see the application on my device. I'm still waiting for it to install. Oh my God, come on. Will I regret not starting it with Expo? Because I don't have any icons now, I don't have anything, so it's gonna be interesting. Request timeout. Let's do it again. That was what too many requests. Oh no! That's nice. That's amazing. 11 minutes in and we are already hitting the limits of ChatGPT, too many requests. And if I do it again, if I just refresh, it will, forget basically the history of our messages. So I'm gonna have to start from the beginning. How to build a to-do list application in React Native okay, let's do it just like this. How to build a to-do list application in React Native. On the other side, our application is bundling and it's has been built correctly. And here we see our starter project with the application running on the device. That's good. From this side, we are good. Let's see. So set up React Native project using either React Native CLI or Expo CLI. That's amazing. I didn't have this option previous time, but I'm gonna still continue with React Native CLI. Design the layout and user interface for the to-do list. This could include a list of to-do items, a form for adding a new item, and buttons for making items complete or deleted. Use React Native components such as view tags. Okay. Use React Native state. Okay, this one is a bit more general. Oh, so here is some example code to demonstrate how you might implement a to-do list application in React Native. Right away, we have code. I'm gonna wait for it to finish building, and I think I'm just gonna copy paste it in my application. Jason is saying, Vadim, ChatGPT is gonna replace us newbies. Let's wait until the end to see the outcome. So it right away gave us the code for our component. So let's press copy code. Let's go in our application And let's replace in our app.js everything with the new code. Let's save and let's see if it's actually working. It's actually working, and I see it there somewhere on the top. Should we just fix it, or how to ask it to fix it? Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of my knowledge, but let me try to ask it. How to make the content in React Native not be displayed behind the iOS notch. I think this question is very general, like from a person that doesn't know about, I didn't mention about safe area views. Let's see what it recommends us. How to make the content in React Native not be displayed behind the iOS notch. Not sure if that's a very good idea. To make the content in React Native app not be displayed behind the notch on iOS devices, you can use safe area view component provided by React Native. Perfect, let's go ahead. This component adds padding to the top. Here is an example how to use it. We import it from React Native and we put our content inside it. Okay, perfect. That means that we just learned a new topic. As a beginner, this is nice. So safe area view, I'm gonna add it for my content. And yeah, just like this. Will it work? Yes, it worked. Amazing. So here we have our input. If I'm gonna write here something, hello, and if I'm gonna add, something is happening, I don't understand what. How are you? Add. It's being added, but I'm not sure where. For example, I see complete and delete buttons here, but the text is displayed to do text. Add to do input value. You see the problem, like right away it gave us code with some bugs. For example, when we save it in state, we simply put the string there, but when we render it here, we have to do text. So how to write a function add to do, how is it called? Add to do that will insert in state a new object with a property text and the value will be taken from another variable input value. Will it answer us? Will it help us figure out this bug? But again, I think as a beginner, this would be the moment where you get stuck because you do not see any text. What I looked is, okay, if I don't see the text, how we are displaying it. I see that we are displaying it by going to do.text. And to do.text, I was looking like, okay, in our to-do list, how do we save it? Well, we don't save it as an object with a value text. We put it directly there. So add to do, here it is. Awesome. Set input value. So add to do. That's how it's gonna be changed. And now if I'm gonna add new to do, add, now it's gonna have the text by milk, add, and here we have by milk. And now if I press delete, it's gonna go ahead and delete it. And the deletion actually works. It works as we expected. For example, if I want to delete this one, perfect. Now, maybe we can add some styles to this container. So, how to style the view container of one to-do list item, what it will do. So far, so good. Let's see. We have adding to a to-do list, deleting from where, and also completing. What does complete do in our code at the moment? So if I press complete, it does complete to do. Okay, new to-do list. Oh, it adds a completed true property where. Okay, I understand. But does it do it correctly? So new at index, yeah, probably does it correctly. So it has that checkbox. Request timeout. That's gonna be challenging, but we are 20 minutes in. Be more specific, tell it to move a code in the to the middle of the screen. To move a code, which code? ChatGPT will turn newbies into seniors. That's a good way to think about it. Because, yeah, like at the moment, I see it not as a threat, I see it as a help for developers. So to style the view container of a to-do list item in React Native, you can use the style prop and pass it an object with desired styles. For example, let's try this one, your to-do list item. It means that it should go here, like in the to-do list map. Okay, that's something. This will apply a yellow background. Okay, you can also define our styles in a separate object and use style prop to pass to the view. Okay. This allows you to reuse the same. You can use any of the styles supported in the view. Okay, let's try to do this. Defining a style object, as it says, and applying styles.container. Styles.container. So to reuse the same, okay, view component, style prop, for example, flex direction, and so on. Okay. Here are two styles that it generated. Maybe they will look good. One of them is for the text, one of them is for the container. And that means that we also have to go ahead and here for the text, probably it says, yeah, like for the text, we need to add styles text, the one that we created down below. Okay. It's still weird. Container, it has a background yellow. So let's ask for let's give it more details. Style a container view in React Native with minimalistic, I don't know, aesthetics, looks, minimalistic design, round corners, shadow, some spacing inside, spacing outside, what else? Outside, and children, and aligning it's okay. Let's see what it will give us in this scenario. It has character limit of like 4 bits. So don't make it full conversation. Just has something that doesn't require deep convo. I think like asking it for like specific features, it works pretty well so far. Like it has like enough capacity to answer and to include the answer there. To style a container in React Native, minimalistic design, here is an example that you might style. So let's see, container, view styles container, faster. We are 23 minutes in. Background eye, border radius, shadow color, shadow offset. Okay, I think that's gonna look good. I already can picture it in my head. Okay, container. If I do it like this, okay, something is better, something looks okay. Now, what should we do? I want to make sure that these buttons are in the same line. So how to put two buttons in the same line in React Native. And we should already think about some bigger tasks, because now we can, all right. I'm gonna mark the ones that are completed with gray background. So we know that whenever we press on complete, what we actually do, what our code is doing, that's also a task for us. We need to be good developers in the beginning in order to understand the code that was written by the AI. Because I think without a lot of experience, you wouldn't understand like what's happening here. For me, it's clear that we simply go ahead and for the item that we completed, we are adding one more property to that object besides the text. That property is called completed and it has the value of true. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT after this is done. So it teaches us about flex direction on a view component and wrapping them in a view component. So let's do that. So it's pretty clear here like what you should do. You see two buttons and you see that it's wrapped with a view with this style. And also it explains like in detail. Oh my God. I'm not sure about your job as developers, but my job as a tutor like definitely might be in danger. All right, so as I was saying, like our buttons, we wanted to put them inside that view that they suggested. And now they are in the same row. Perfect, okay. Now about the background color. So how to change the background color of the view to gray if the to-do list item has the property is completed or completed to true, equal to true. Let's see. What? Okay, so we have 26 minutes. So far, what we can do is we can add a new to-do list item, add. We can add them here. We see them in a list. I'm gonna add more and I'm gonna show you a problem that we can ask ChatGPT to fix. The problem is that when we have a lot of them, they're not scrollable, but we're gonna get that in a moment. So here, to change the background color of a view to gray if a to-do list item has the property completed equal to true, you can use style prop and pass it an object with the desired styles. You can use the ternary operation to conditionally. Here is an example of how you might change the background color of a view to gray if to-do list item has property. Okay, so view style to-do completed, styles completed, styles incomplete, and then we have completed and incomplete. Okay, let's go with this approach. So we have to change the style property of our root view of our container. And the container is this one. Where is it? Come on. Style. So instead of style container, I'm gonna do style. If to do completed, style completed, incomplete. Now I know that I have to change from here, from container to complete, to, how is it called? Incomplete. And we know that we have to add one more style. So I'm gonna just duplicate this one. I know it's not the best code, but I'm not trying to write the code that I would write. I'm just trying to copy what they suggest. So now they suggested me to have two separate styles, and I simply duplicated them, and one of them has background color red for the completed. So I'm gonna go ahead and for the background color, I'm gonna move it to gray. So now it looks like this. I'm gonna probably do Gainsborough to mark them with a lighter gray like this. And if I complete this one, nothing happens. Why? Why nothing happens? Delete, 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 delete. 1, 2, 3. So if I complete this, oh, this one is complete. No, it should be the other way around. So this one is incomplete. It should be with white, and the completed should be with gray. Sorry, that was my mistake. And now if I complete the second one, it moves to this one. And if I delete, we get rid of it. Perfect. I don't know what else. What else? Oh, else we had like that issue. I'm gonna do some kind of to do style input. I don't know what else. Yeah, we'll see. I want to do scrollable list. How to render the list of to-do items as a scrollable list? I don't know. A very general question to see where ChatGPT will lead us. I'm wondering if it will suggest like the scroll view with a mapping or directly a flat list. Most probably it's going to be a flat list. You can use the flat list, yes. So far it was recommending us the mapping, but now it will recommend us flat list. Here is an example of how you might use the flat list. Okay, let's see. We have to-do list, we have text item completed. It already knows the structure of ours, so it already actually has some predefined items. So that's actually very good, and I'm gonna go ahead. No, I'm not gonna change anything, to be honest, because this is not a state variable. So we need it to be a state variable, and that's why we're gonna leave the way it is. The only thing that we're gonna change is probably this flat list. So I'm gonna copy the flat list. Hopefully from this text, if you have the time and read it, you're gonna understand how to work with a flat list. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of this mapping, I already know that we're gonna use a flat list. We need to make sure to import it from React Native, of course. And if I scroll down a bit, so for the flat list, the data is to-do list item, basically the same as this variable in the mapping. Then render item, for every item, instead of rendering a simple text, what we're gonna render is exactly this view. So let's copy it from here and let's put it here. Where is it? Yes, like this. And key extractor is gonna take the item.text. Yeah, that's okay. All right, so now we can remove this mapping because we replaced it with a flat list. And now if I'm gonna save key index, it also needs the index here. Save. And here, instead of to do, it should be item completed, and here item.text. Yeah, you know, I know these things, but a beginner, I'm not sure if he will know. So probably the idea is that you still need some experience. I'm gonna go ahead and grab actually this dummy data, and I'm gonna put it as the default value for our to-do list here, just to have like what to work with. Like this. So we have item 1 completed true, item 2 not completed, and this one is completed. And now if I'm gonna do more, they are scrollable, but the thing on top, it remains there. Okay, that's good, perfect. Maybe we can add the text input and the button at the bottom of the screen, like after the flat list. Let's see if that will work. So now, not really working. because the flat list would need... No, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't want to get into these details. It looks good. What else I wanted? So we are scrollable. We have a scrollable list. We can add things there. We can complete them and we can delete. Okay, you know what I want? Like a very technical task. I want to be able to persist this data. So after we close the application completely and then open it again, I want to have the same to-do list items. And actually we do. That's not possible. Oh, it's okay. They are coming from this item 1, item 2, and item 3. But if I'm gonna add one more, for example, this one, and if I'm gonna close the application, I'm gonna come back, the new item that I added is not gonna be there, and we are gonna start from these 3 items from the beginning. So let's go ahead and ask ChatGPT how to persist data on the device storage in React Native, or how, let's be more specific, how to persist data to-do list, how to persist the to-do list data on the device storage in React Native. Let's see. Maybe I don't even have to put React Native because it will know from the context that we are talking about React Native. And it's going to be an even easier conversation, like how to persist data. And I think it will understand. 35 minutes. Come on, this is an important, to persist the to-do list data on the device storage in React Native, you can use async storage API provided by React Native. Async storage is a simple asynchronous, okay. Actually, async storage was moved to a community package, so I'm wondering if it will work. Probably it will not. So let's go ahead and import async storage from React Native as ChatGPT is recommending us. Let's go ahead here, and we see that async storage has been extracted from React Native core and will be removed in future. It can also be installed like this one. So this is another point where you need some experience with React Native to understand an issue, to read it and to see like, okay, maybe there were some changes, but yeah, like here is what we have to do. We can install it using this React Native community async storage. So let's copy that name and let's go ahead and install it using npm install and React Native community async storage. How's it called? Async storage simply? Yeah, async storage, that's it. All right. So what? Could not resolve a dependency React Native async storage from the root async storage. What's going on here? How to install React Native async storage. Async storage has moved to the organization. Oh my god, this package has been deprecated. So React Native async storage, how to install it? Come on, I want to install it. Multi-platform, get started, npm install. Okay, it's from here. So as you can see, because of outdated information data set, we receive recommendations that are a bit outdated in React Native. Okay, after installing it, let's go ahead and continue. Basically, from the documentation, we're gonna... we need to link Android and iOS. yeah, we need to run npx pod install, npx pod install, and macOS, okay. And usage, I'm gonna import async storage from here in our app.js. So import async storage, we delete it from there, and let's go back to our ChatGPT and see what it recommended us. So as we can see, it recommended us using a useEffect hook, fetching data, await async storage, get item to-do list, if to-do list, then yeah, it looks very good. Async storage set item, to-do list, JSON stringify when the to-do list updates. Okay, let's go ahead and grab these two use effects and drop them in our application. And as we saw, like they should be somewhere. Let's do it here. We need to also make sure to import use effect from React. And we need to run the application again on iOS because we installed a new native dependency. Okay, guys, what other features you would like me to do? Because after persisting, I will take 2 more features that you would recommend in the chat. So let me know in the chat what features do we want to add. Be reasonable because we have 20 more minutes and we can do that. One of them probably will be styling, like working a bit with styles. Maybe I can ask ChatGPT how to render checkbox icon in React Native. How to render checkbox icon, checkbox. Yeah, for the completed, I think like because it's time of posting or when completed. Yeah, that's interesting. So we have our application running. We have item 1, item 2, item 3. Let's go ahead and delete item 1 and item 2. And let's go ahead and refresh the, close the application and open it again. If we have only my item 3, that means that it works. Yes, it works. And if I close it again and open it, it's still there. And if I add item 4, add item 4, something else, then if I don't know, yeah, let's close the application, open it again, and the data will still be there. Awesome, so we have a scrollable list, we have persisting data. What now? What I was asking it here, how to render checkbox, too many requests. No, come on, like I'm not doing too many requests. It was for a reason. Like, believe me, come on, you can do it. I still have 18 minutes. I can do it. Too many requests, please. If I'm gonna do a new chat, okay. How to render a checkbox icon in React Native. Come on, chat. Please. It's 17 more minutes. I don't want to sing. To render a checkbox icon in React Native, you can use checkbox component from React Native paper library. Here is an example how to use it. React Native Paper, should we try that? We have 17 minutes. That's a separate library to install, and that can give us a lot of troubles. Checkbox. Okay, let's try. How to install React Native Paper. And we are gonna ask this question here, but I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna go in the React Native Paper in the getting started, and I'm gonna do npm install React Native Paper. We already actually learned how to install a library, so we're gonna do that. And we need to do npx pod install after that. And it's gonna take a bit of time. Let's do it. Come on, scanning. If you're on vanilla React Native, you also need to install and link React Native vector icons. Oh no. But vector icons can give us a lot of problems. Oh my God, installation. Okay, 15 minutes, and I'm getting into a completely new UI library that I have never used before. For each component, if you're interested in iOS, browse React Native fonts, edit info, list available fonts. You have this one. Let's go ahead it said to go into the iOS. Into info, where is info? Here, and somewhere at the end, false. Here we need to put the up fonts, just like that, and we need to run npx pod install in your Xcode. I hope that that's everything that we need to do for iOS vector icons to work. Okay, that's installed. So let's go ahead and do a run iOS. And what does ChatGPT recommend us to use? So checkbox status checked, unchecked, on press set checked. Color, okay, size and unchecked color. So let's take this checkbox. We need to probably import it from React Native Paper. At the top of our file. Checked is a state. For us, it's a bit different. This will render color. Okay, let's take the checkbox from here. And where we have a button complete, I'm gonna add the checkbox after. And instead of checked, I'm gonna see if item complete, that's the thing. And when we press on it, I'm gonna do the same as we did here, complete to-do list, like this, and just like that. And now we do not need the button, I think. Checked, unchecked, what's going on? So size 20, unchecked color. What's happening? Okay, but if I complete to do, okay, it's not there. Unchecked color, unchecked. Getting started. Checkbox, normal. Android, come on, usage, checked, unchecked. Is it correct? Unchecked. How to add property status disable on press, unchecked color, custom color for unchecked. So if I do unchecked color blue, no, unchecked. Oh, unchecked color here is black. Color, theme, test ID, title removed. What's going on? Status, checkbox status. Yeah, that's a bit weird, but I'm gonna leave it like this, and I'm gonna do the onPress event on the whole view. Like when we press on a view, I want to check it. And the checkbox, actually, I'm gonna put it probably near the text itself, like at the beginning here. So here I will do green. Okay, and if status is completed, then it's checked. Okay, and for this view, I can ask ChatGPT how to handle onPress event on a view. So I already know how it's done. We need a pressable component. So I'm not gonna waste time to hear an answer, but I'm gonna check it nonetheless. And for the container that represents one item, I'm gonna put the pressable here, and I'm gonna move the onPress from the checkbox to the pressable. So the checkbox is simply like an icon there. So now if I'm gonna press on this, it's gonna be checked. And if I'm gonna add something, it's gonna be checked. Perfect. Also, maybe I want to toggle it back. So complete to do. So view onPress. That's not gonna work in my opinion because the view doesn't have onPress event. You can also use a touchable opacity. Yeah, that's already right. That's already better, but I'm not gonna do that at the moment. We can delete, we can add new stuff. Let's add the new stuff at the beginning of a list. So I'm gonna change the order of here. I think I do a lot of things without ChatGPT. Come on. Okay. And yeah, like what else I wanted to do. Someone recommended one of the features that I see is to show the title removed. I mean like crossed. So let's ask ChatGPT how to display that text. How is it called? Like crossed or not underlined? Crossed? Not crossed. Word deleted, I don't know, in React Native. That's the problem. You need to know what you want ChatGPT to answer you. Because if you don't know, as I do right now, striked is strike. How to display at striked text in React Native. Striked? Do I strikethrough? Strikethrough. Okay. How to display a strikethrough text in React Native? Come on, come on, come on. Let's do to display crossed or deleted text in React Native. You can use text decoration line property prop. Okay, this prop allows text decoration line through. CSS property works in web development. My man, but that's not web development. Let's try text decoration line through. Stop, please. So for the text, when we display the text here, I want to add a conditional style if item text decoration, if item is completed, that's gonna be line through. Otherwise, so here, like, yeah, I put a little bit of my knowledge how to render conditional styles. 9. Okay, and when we complete, we display the text as strikethrough. And here for this container, we can also do align items. Where is align items? Center. Justify. Come on, why? Where is the recommendation? Oh, because yeah, justify content center. Align items. I don't know why it's not working, so I'm gonna leave. Oh, because I need to do it here as well. I don't need justify. I don't need align items. I need only justify. It still doesn't work, so no worries. I think for the text is align items. Items center. Align items. Okay, never mind. So what else? We have 7 more minutes. Let's add the time when it was created. So how to add the createdAt time for a new to-do list object. Let's see how to add the createdAt time for a new to-do list object. So if we've managed to display the time on the screen, then we consider the application done, because the to-do list application should allow you to input complete tasks, delete them if you want to delete. And come on, we need createdAt time for the new to-do list object. Come on. It's 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, please, ChatGPT. Request timeout. Why? Why when I need it the most? Come on. We need intense music before I start singing. No. How to add the createdAt time for a new to-do list. For a new to-do list item, probably. ChatGPT, please. Guys, don't. Oh, to add createdAt time to a new to-do list object, you can use date object in JavaScript. Here is an example how to do that. To-do list name items createdAt new date. So yeah, here it explains that createdAt will be displayed with new date. So let's go ahead and in the add to-do list item, that's also important. Like you will need to know where to put it. So we are adding the text with the input values, and the second parameter will be createdAt, which will be initialized with the date that it was created at. Now, does it show us how to display? You can also use the other methods of date objects such as toString or toUTC to store the date and time in different formats. How to render it on the screen. So I'm gonna take it a step ahead and I'm gonna render it where? Where should we render it? Probably like after the button. And the thing is that for the delete button, we do not need this view anymore. I'm gonna leave it because ChatGPT didn't tell us to do that. So here, let's do a text with, but not here. In the flat list, yes, actually it's here, text, it's gonna be item.createdAt. And now nobody will have anything, but if I'm gonna do, come on, please. I need to see it on the screen. Missing semicolon, where? createdAt. Oh my God, where missing semicolon? No, you don't have missing anything. Text, everything is good. Come on, original method apply. 8 minutes. My heart is racing. Original method. What kind of original method? Come on. What did I do wrong? Reload, please. No. Dot createdAt. Save. Oh my God. Where? Is it here? No, please. Where? I'm gonna stop the server and start it again, you know? I am a genius myself. 8 minutes. No. Missing semicolon. For a moment you had some other file opened. It opened automatically. Missing semicolon. Where? Oh my god. I'm gonna comment out the whole flat list. That's a very fast debugging. Reload. I'm gonna comment out the use effects. Reload. Delete to do. Please, what did I do wrong? Git, do you show me anything? Reload. No, I'm losing. What did I do? Come on. Complete to do where? Oh, style. No styles. Maybe in the styles, missing semicolon. Styles. Backend.js file, you have a typo where? Where backend.js? I don't have a backend. Backend? I don't have a backend.js. No! Please, button title. No, add item. Complete to do. I'm right. No. Const. Here, const. Oh. I'm gonna do z. Reload. What? No, I didn't fix it. No! Text. Oh, here. Text. Item dot created at reload. No. Oh my god, that's a fail. It was so and I see the bug. Oh my god, you will not believe it. It's right here where it was showing me a yellow line all this way. And if I add it, everything is broken. If I add it. No, it shouldn't be time's up. You gotta sing, yeah. Oh my god, I'm so pissed. Why? I was so close. I was thinking like 5 minutes to display createdAt, like it's too easy. Come on. I feel defeated. And I still want to fix it. Where is it coming from? Where did I forget to missing semicolon in the DevTools, not modules. Did I by mistake did any changes in the node modules? So if there are issues coming from node modules, I'm gonna go ahead and do rf node modules to remove node modules and install it again. npm install. Just npm install. Oh my god. All right, yeah, that's the sad part about it. I still see the syntax error missing semicolon in React DevTools. No. Oh, that was from the previous one. Now let's try npm start. I'd be so pissed that the application was actually working. The application I think was actually working. It was some objects are not valid as a React Native child. createdAt dot to UTC string or how? No, it was recommending us createdAt format. Oh, this is with ENTL to UTC string. Oh, it should be question mark. Yeah, here as well. Like some of them do not have. Now it has like Friday and so on. And I think that, yeah, guys, let me know ideas for songs and I'm gonna sing it in a moment. but I want to put them to make this application look a little bit better. I want the checkbox to be after the text, or better the text before the checkbox, just like this. Size 14, I don't know, something like that. Not sure why it's so up there. Size does not exist. Size does not exist on checkbox. What do you have? Checkbox, status, color, theme, and that's it. It doesn't have a size. I don't know why it thought it has a size. Here, what do you want? Quick fix. Disable. I don't want. All right, so here we have our application. It's working. 1, 2, 3. I add something. Will the persisting work as well with the dates and so on? And define is not a function. Oh, because createdAt. Maybe we need to do new date here, because createdAt, when we read it from the storage, the created date I'm gonna do it like this. When we read it from the storage, the created date was a string, so we were not able to run 2 UTC out of that. But now it works with new ones, and it should also work with the ones that we read from the storage right away. Yes, it does. With delete button, I'm wondering what will it say? Like, how can I implement, how can I implement swipe to delete features in React Native? All right, guys. So this was the experiment. We're gonna see, maybe we can add some other features if you're interested, but that was everything that I wanted to do today. It was a very fun challenge, trying to act as a beginner and try to use an AI to build an application. And yeah, like, what have we learned out of this experience so far? We have learned, stay tuned by the end of this live stream for the promised song. We're gonna do that by the end. I already see some interesting ideas, like Cucaracha. Is it a Christmas song? I don't know. So what I wanted to say is that it turns out that you still need some knowledge of a technology that you're using in order to understand basically what code to copy. You cannot simply and blindly go ahead and ask ChatGPT to build you an application and just copy paste things around. That might work for like simple use cases, but when you get into a little bit more customizable features and things that you want to build the way you want them to look, in that situation, you actually need to have a lot of context around React Native and around the technology that you're using. You need that knowledge about that tool in order to, like as I said, to know where to copy the code, where to put it from, to be able to detect bugs, because we saw that ChatGPT, even by default, was producing some bugs here and there because it's not perfect. But why it's not perfect? Because it was taught based on the code that we developers wrote. So yeah, like there is different code, there is outdated code. And I think for that reason, we as developers should not be threatened by AI so far. At least for this time, I don't see AI as our enemy. I see it more as our friend. So basically, it's not here to replace our job. It's here to help us. And also it's here to open new opportunities for us. I think instead of, what we did today, asking ChatGPT to help us build an application, this is just one use case. You can build so many things using ChatGPT, and you can take ChatGPT functionalities and the ability that it knows everything and implement a business on top of it. ChatGPT is a very general AI model, and it is our job as developers to take this technology and to put it and to solve real problems with it. Go ahead and brainstorm like what ideas you can build with it. If you're interested on how you can implement ChatGPT and OpenAI in a project for yourself, go ahead and check out this video. We will leave it somewhere here from the previous week where we learned and built a fully functional application with ChatGPT. We actually haven't built one, we built two applications. One web application and one React Native application, and both of them are connected to the same backend that is connected to ChatGPT and is providing Christmas gift ideas. If you haven't checked that video out, make sure to do that because it's a very insightful video. It shows you step by step how you can implement it as well. So yeah, that's my take at this moment. There is so many opportunities out there that we can implement using ChatGPT, and it's a thing that I would love to explore more. And if you're interested, let me know down below in the comments what other projects you'd like me to do. And actually, I was thinking about this, and I'm gonna do it here today. I know that a lot of people in the comment sections want me to build an application with Flutter, and I haven't done that so far. I have never worked with Flutter, and my idea is if this video gets 1,000 likes, then I'm gonna do a similar style of this video, however in Flutter. And what I'm more excited about that video is today I had some knowledge and experience with React Native, and this challenge, and even though I had this experience, I failed the challenge, and I will sing the song in a moment. But my question is, how can a beginner in a new tool use this, and will it actually be that useful? Because I think that, yeah, like I used a lot of my knowledge and experience today, and without this, if you haven't built a React Native application yourself, I'm not sure, and I really doubt that ChatGPT will be able to meaningfully help you do that. So if you're interested to build React Native applications, make sure to check out our playlist and our tutorials on our channel. We have a bunch of project build tutorials step by step where we explain React Native. And if you are at a point where you already build a couple of tutorials from our YouTube channel and are ready to advance to the next level as a full stack mobile developer, then check out academy.notjust.dev. This is our premium courses that is taking you by hand and teaching you the full life cycle of building an application. From the drawing board, implementing the user interface with React Native, building complex designs, animations with complex things, and then putting it together with connecting with a backend, designing the backend, implementing everything, improving the performance, packaging it for production, and finally delivering it to the users. You're going to learn all of this process in the course. So if you're interested, make sure to check out the link in the description because the enrollments are currently open. And so, guys, let's see. What ideas do we have? Or what questions? So I see La Cucaracha. Remember, power tools did not replace carpenters. Exactly. I think that we should not be afraid of disruption because that's the only way forward. Because it would be very selfish from our side to say, oh, we don't need all of these disruptions because it's going to replace our job. But why do you feel so entitled to have all of the innovations like phone, computer, internet, and all of this stuff when the creation of the innovations that we are using today also contributed to a lot of jobs being lost? So yeah, think about this, and we should adapt we should learn, we should befriend the AI, because in future, like we might use it much more often than you think. Oh, ask ChatGPT what song to sing. That's a good idea. Okay, let's say I lost a challenge to my beloved community on YouTube. I have to sing a Christmas song. Suggest me a popular Christmas song to sing and show me the lyrics of one, how's it called? Like paragraph, I don't know. One, yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. Let's see. I love your idea, David, like to ask ChatGPT to do something. Nowadays, everything that we have to brainstorm with our team, like for some reason, I'm always like going back to how we were doing before and trying to think. For example, even for this video that you are watching right now, the way we came up with a thumbnail and the title was, first, we had the idea, we started brainstorming with everyone in the group chat, what should be the title? I was I was suggesting a couple of them, but nothing really clicked. And then Catalin, which is our video editor, he's so on ChatGPT, he's using so much. And yeah, like he's like, let's ask ChatGPT to think about of a title. And then ChatGPT gave us like 10 titles that were all so good and so catchy. And yeah, like we chose one of them and we went ahead. After that, we had to do the thumbnail. Again, we asked ChatGPT what to do for a thumbnail for this video. And it recommended us some ideas, even though like we didn't listen fully, but it had like very interesting ideas to do. So yeah, we already see the impact. Like I got started with ChatGPT. I mean, I started learning about it a couple of weeks ago, and now we already use it in our day-to-day job. Isn't it beautiful? I think it is. It's making our life easier. It's making our job easier. It's giving us new possibilities, and I think that's really exciting. Do you have a tutorial about how to create responsive design? We do not have that at the moment, but it's in our list of tutorials. So, guys, we have one popular Christmas song that you could sing is Jingle Bells. Here are the lyrics. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to do it. So, look what we're gonna do. We're gonna sing. We're gonna sing, and the worst part about this is that we're gonna sing without any music, because that's gonna be copyrighted. So that's gonna be even worse. So, all right, I'm gonna sing only the first part. I need a lot of water. All right, so here we go, guys. Today, I lost a challenge on YouTube because I haven't managed to build an application using ChatGPT in 1 hour. What a bad developer. Even with an AI in the help, I failed miserably to build that in the last seconds. And it was a very stupid mistake. I just had to reinstall the application. Here is your song that I promise. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells and, oh my God, what are these words? Bells and bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What a fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. I am going home. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you next Friday, also here at 3 p.m. GMT. That was super cringe. Sorry for that.